All right, we are back for War 6. We are up against SSX. Shout out to Char, he the homie. But I have a lot of respect for SSX. They are the reason I'm Masters. Nobody would take me, and I mean nobody. Then SSX took a chance on me, and I've been Masters ever since. So a lot of respect, especially to the OG SSX members. There's still a few there. I think... so I do have a lot of respect for this one, but I still want to win. Yeah, as much as I love them guys, I still want to win. So I have 6 fights. After my debacle last war, I get assigned a comfort champ like Absorbing Man, some Void fights, and a Mantis fight. So first we're going into this spot. Okay, I'm going to use Uru. Just so when I mess up and get the ruptures on me, they're not going to do much. His hits aren't going to do much as long as I can stay in the Uru form. So it's mostly don't suck and we'll be okay. That's the plan here. Don't suck. But sometimes, man, that'd be harder than you would think. It's one of them easier said than done kind of things. It sounds easy, but get good is hard. Sometimes. And I promise I'll eventually get into this fight. Because the hardest thing about war is pressing the fight button. I'm convinced. You can't talk me out of it. That apparently is the hardest thing. It's hitting that button. I don't know. There's something about it. I mean, look, I went in and out like 4 or 5 times. At this point, I think I'm just putting it off. Maybe I just don't want to do it. Now, I do use a power start 1 here. I just noticed that. And again, it's just to make me feel better so I can get ramped sooner. It is not needed. Now, I am going to play this stun immune because on this node, it's got the reduction for stun every time you do it. And you really only get like 3. But you can see he gets to 4 charges quick, so I kind of slow combo, throw the L1. So next time I hit him, it's going to trigger. And I know that, so I'm trying to bait this L1. And I want to hit the very end of it when I go on and do it in the heavy. I meant to do it after this, but I don't. But now my form has fallen off because he wouldn't throw it. So we're just going to wait. There we go. Punish. Now we're just trying to build back to the L1 to get back in form. I want to stay in form. There we go. Had to push him to an L2 in order to get my form back up. But you can see he's at 4 at the moment. I should counter that. Yes. Put it on pause at least for a minute. Give me a little bit extra time. But he goes right back. And I throw an L1 into his untouchable. But that's why you run the Uru form. Because it did nothing at all. It did nothing. And that's why we're going to come out of this fight looking good. Because of Absorbing Man. He carried me. And then we go and finish it. Not a bad fight, just the one minor mistake. Hitting into and throwing a special into untouchable. Now, next. Wow, an Ascended Man thing. Huh. I did not notice that one. Huh. How about that? That's a beefy boy. Man. How much health does this guy got? Ooh, for a section, 338 for a section 1. Ooh. Now, with this one, we're just going to parry heavy with Void. That's it, and throw L1s. We're going to keep the slow up and throw L1s. Now, this is not a fast way to do it. This is, I'm going to sell on some fight time. I just am. Sorry, guys, to my lines. I'm selling hard, okay? But this is the safest possible way to take this fight. I'm convinced there's no safer way. So, when you can't get good, you just play safe. The officers had to dummy it down for me, so even I couldn't screw this up. They're like, look, okay, this is what you're going to do. You're just going to parry heavy. You get any other ideas? Don't do them. You want to do something else? Forget about it. Do this and this only. So that's what I done. I'm a good listener. Liza does the thinking, I do the hitting. That's our deal. So, it's literally dummy proof. You just bait specials. Again, I have a slow up, so I don't have to worry about, this bus falling off, that bus falling off. It doesn't matter. I've got a slow up. So, I think I checked if I was recording. I really thought I went to the first two without recording, but I was. So now we go on to Nas Weapon X. We will be using Absorbent Man. And again, we're going to stay in the Uru form because it is shock and bleed. It does have power focus too, but that's irrelevant. That node does not matter at all. Really. The only thing of importance here is the shock and the bleed. Want to make sure we are running Uru. I'm pretty sure I put on an N-bone here. Pretty sure, yep. Go on and hit the button, bro. I know you want to hit the button. Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it. Am I not going to hit it? There it is, okay. I knew I hit it. I just didn't know when I hit it. Apparently you got to sit there and look at it for like 15 minutes before you can hit it. That's a new rule. I don't know if y'all are aware of that. But, this fight, it's just like all the other ones I've done. And I've done a lot of these. They all look the same. And this one's gonna look just like the other ones. It is. So we go in. We're going to build up his charges with just basic 5-hit combos. That's it. See, there's the first one. He's at 12. We're going to do another one. Put him at 21. Now we're going to bait a special in order to trigger all his nonsense. And then we're going to wait it out, back up, and then we go for the intercept, and the fight is over at this point. Because, see, now I can use the power focus too. To basically, after every combo bait, I don't even have to intercept. I just bait specials because the power focus 2 node is going to give him so much power that it takes, once you get that first intercept, it's over. There's no more risk to this fight at all. It's literally that simple. Look, he's just about a minute in. He's about dead. We're getting our invulnerabilities up. And yeah, one more special and then, 5k crit with a 15k red damage. So now we go into this long shot. I did take Dex off. I'm not going to make you watch that. But I did take it off. That's why the video cut. I didn't go straight to it. Because I did edit that out for your sake. Because I hate watching mastery swaps. I do. I hate doing them, so I know I don't want to watch anybody else do them. Now, most people speed it up. I just cut it out. So, in this fight, since I'm going to be using Void, he's a global attacker, so I don't have to worry about hazard shift. Now, it also has one eye open. Poor Trip. But now, with one eye open, I can't parry him because that damage is going to be reflected back. And I also have to remember not to dex specials because I don't have dex on. Okay? I throw on some little small boosts. I can't help it. I have to heal all the way up. Except for last war because I wasn't sure I was going to get out of that one. So we go into the fight. Okay, we're just going to play it stun immune, throw L1s, block specials. Sounds simple. So we're off. I'm just ignoring hazard shift. Not even going to. But at one point, I think it's coming up, he's not really wanting to throw his L1. And I'm like, see, my plan was just, well, just dex in the corner. And then I'm like, oh, wait. I can't get in the corner. Because I can't dex the specials. And right there, I'm like, oh, okay, now look, we got to get out. We got to get out. And I'm trying to, and I'm like, oh, okay. He finally threw it. And I'm like, look, I got to get out of this corner. So you'll see me kind of playing a little bit more aggressive and try and hit his block. I'm just doing whatever I can to get out of the corner, although not doing a very good job. Because I keep ending up back there. And I didn't want to push him to L2s. But I'm in the corner and I'm like, look, okay. We got no choice, but we got to push him to L2s. There's no way around it, you know. Because I get in the corner, you know, then he's heavying me. He could get to an L3. There's just a lot that could go wrong with it. So that's why I start hitting into the block. And thank God right here he 5-hit combos and does not heavy. I was so thankful for that AI. Because that could have went bad. Whew. Thank God. I was nervous. I was like, oh, come on, keep hitting. And I'm sitting there counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, go. And we're off. Hey, there's my brother. I think he was talking about something about football. But I did put Dex back on, don't worry. That's why I cut that. I did. I remembered. Thank God I remembered. So this one is Korg. We're going to use Magma because it is Incinerate and Shock. The Magma makes me Incinerate immune. And the energy resistance makes the shocks not do anything. So I'm essentially immune to both. Now I do throw on an Invuln here. Because I was like, look, if his prowess get up, you know, something crazy can happen. I might want to push him to an L3. It's just more of a safety net. It is not needed. You'll see that it is not needed at all. It's just me, after my terrible performance last war, not wanting to do it again. So, we took some precautions this time. And that was among the precautions. Because get good hard. If you don't learn anything from my video, get good be hard. So I will eventually go into this fight. I didn't throw on power backs because I didn't think I needed them. Although I think I had a 12% Mystic. We go in, I'm like, okay, here we go. I'm trying to play conservative at the beginning. Not really hitting in the block, just kind of slow playing it. You know, I'm feeling the fight out at this point. Just the flow of it, you know, trying to get in a rhythm. We get to our L2, and at that point, I'm like, okay, well, the Invuln's gone now. So I go to plan B. And that is to go to L3, and then I'm going to YOLO. That's the plan. I see my form falling off, but I'm not worried. All right, I drop. Actually, I think he had one left, but I thought I dropped his rock shield. But I didn't. I left one on there. I know. And now we are going to get aggressive. And we're going to end and nuke this fight. After this, of course. With all this crit, the extra crit damage I'm getting, I mean, he just starts melting. I used the relic, and I mean, look at it. All his health just drains. All before the rock shield comes back. He is dead in a matter of seconds. Absorbing land be sexy. But now, you know, I'll give it to Lizer. Because if I was her, there's no way, after my shit show of a fight last war, would I ever assign me this fight again? I wouldn't. But she signed me up right out the gate. I'm telling you, that's trust. That is trust. Because there's no way I'd have done it. No, we'd have found somebody else to do it. But she did. So I'm like, all right. Look, this one's got to go well. It has to. Which I do wait for my Invuln to fall off. Because I'm going to power start 1. I'm only going to use a 150 skill, not an 8 or 12, because that will give me too much power since it's not the boss. If it was the boss, I'd go 150 and 8. But since this is not, I'm only going to go with the 150. Otherwise, I'll get too much power with how I'm boosting. I've taken this fight enough. I know exactly what boost I want to use. And I really like the Power Start one. You can do it without it, but this one really speeds up the fight. And it adds a lot more safety to it. Because I want to be in and out of this fight as quick as possible. I'm telling y'all, the story of my life is in and out. not playing. But here we go. So we're going to go in and we're going to do 5-hit combos ending in a medium. I'm not going to worry about building up to 20 charges because they will do enough damage. And as Ray pointed out to me, while I'm hitting her, I will still gain some charges just from hitting because that's how it works. Now, I accidentally did trigger the Intimidate there on accident. So, whoops, my bad. So right here, look, I've got 7. Okay, look, that's plenty. I mean, look, 7 almost kills her. So, I know I go in, I'm pretty sure I go in and just empty my power out here. Yeah. Because I know it's going to push me back. And my next L2 will kill. You know, I've got 3, 4, 5, 6 charges up. All I got to do is get to this L2. And the fight is over. Yep. There we go. Whole block. And she's dead. That's how this fight should have gone last time. But it didn't. That is how I wanted it to be done. Now, we did win 3-4. We needed back in the win column. You know, wasn't our best war, but it was good enough to win, and that's what matters. You know, GG's to SSX. I wish them nothing but the best this season. I have all the respect for them, and we'll see y'all in the next one.